Hey everybody, welcome back. Marcus Graves back again with another reaction to Naruto Shippuden. If you enjoyed the upcoming video, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there, and head on over to my Patreon page. The link is down below in the pinned comment, and become a patron. And with that, let's get on into it. Even though they weren't curves and everything, it was evocative. It may not be wholly intentional, but it was very evocative of yin and yang. Mmm. The thing, he's acting, well, of course we know who he is, but they're figuring out he's acting stupid, but obviously he's not. How was that hard? He's just gone. But then how do you attack this foe? If he can erase his existence, or erase parts of him. See, even that, why move out the way? Yeah, he simply dodged. It's like he got out the way that time. What's making him choose one or the other? With Shino, it makes sense. He was surrounded by a swarm. So they did hear that. I didn't know if they could hear it. Yeah, no, they can, because he's so soft-spoken. The one half. Spiky aloe? Yeah, what? Oh. He saw it. Ooh, ooh! That was smooth. Does he know who he is? He's speaking in his normal voice. Planet splitter. Ooh, okay. Damn. You should head there. Interesting. First of all, you should head there. The leaf will be on its way. Instead of just saying leave, like you would think that they wouldn't want them anywhere near their organization. Huh. And then Kisame saying he'll spread his wings. What does that mean? Leave the organization or be a solo act? Do they even do that? Oh. 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 First of all, single activation of the eye, and then the Amaterasu. It was also bleeding. Is some of Itachi in him, kind of like an Orochimaru thing? Okay, so he did implant it in him. Not his essence, but he implanted it in him. When you revealed yourself.
さすがのイタチにも俺の全ては知られてはいなかった。でなければ死んでいた。
イ
タチの真実を知る者はこの葉の断蔵と三代目火影。何を言ってんだこいつ。
His whole worldview is fucked up.
いや、あいつは俺を殺そうとしたじゃないか。万華鏡シャリンガン。
If you guys remember in times past, I mean, of course, you guys knew that I knew that he was a double agent, but I even mentioned it there. It's like even Sasuke didn't question, like, it's such a drastic shift in character. Even Sasuke didn't question it. You go learn today. Particularly, yeah, that conversation. We still don't know exactly why yet, but it was obviously something deep in the sense because third Hokage knew about it. Because now you knew there was a plan in place. Before, it just seemed like Itachi, and knowing that he was a double agent, it just seemed like Itachi was doing something, but like he took it upon himself to do, and in a sense he still did. But knowing that third Hokage knew, Danzo knows, the two elders know, broadens the scope a little bit, and like this was a mission that he had to undertake. And even though I don't know exactly why and what the details are yet, just even from Sasuke remembering back and trying to reconcile who he came to hate with who he used to love, you realize that Itachi sacrificed his own reputation, his family, and in a sense his soul and his heart in order to perform the greater good, at least as far as we know. Like I said, I don't know the details yet, but if it was in conjunction with the third Hokage and all them, the greater good, at least for the village. And why does Madara want him to know this? From a certain point of view. Why exactly do you want him to know this truth? Especially because Itachi wanted to keep you away from him. Senju. Was he though? This is him telling the story. A certain incident. Why can it only be controlled by their ocular power? So if he is to be believed, how much there was a lot of information, I gotta write that down. So if he is to be believed, what does that mean for... Because Sasuke envisioned his town, his people as these not just heroes, not just security, but also, the villagers that we remember from those flashbacks. They were kind. Now, this information then flips it on its head, and that no, they may have been more nefarious than you realize, if he is to be believed. But then again, there was also growing hate for the Uchiha, and their suspicions and treatment of them could be just as unjustified. Who is in the right here? Was anybody in the right? So he wasn't just a double agent. Well, then how'd they get to the Akatsuki? So he wasn't just a double agent in the Akatsuki, he was a double agent in the Uchiha themselves.
16年前のキュービの陽子襲来。あらぬ疑いがかけられた。
Oh yeah, and also, he said that they weren't behind it, but the nine-tailed beast can only be tamed by their ocular power.
第三次任海大戦。イタチはわずか4歳で多くの人の死を目にしてしまった。そのトラウマはイタチを争いを好まない平和を愛する男に。上層部はイタチに極秘任務を与えた。内派一族。
See, and that's what I was wondering too. Let's say he is a reliable narrator right now. Now this puts the hidden leaf in a different light. Manipulative. Shady. So now it just becomes a thing. Danzo always seemed shady because of everything we had seen with Sai and all that stuff. And it's just a gray area. Not only do you have the possible unreliable narrator of Madara right now, you have the fact that resentment and hatred had been building up against the Uchiha. So were they actually planning a coup, or did they create a monster in order to do something? And then again, what if they were planning an uprising? If the hatred had ran so deep from the village to the Uchiha, was it a justified uprising? You know what I mean? So, or was it not? Was it something that could have completely ruined it? It's like, it's a gray area. What really was going on? The juxtaposition of all of your things about the worldview, about the Uchiha, about the hidden leaf, about all these things are now starting to shift. But there's just one thing about the story that he's telling him. Itachi wanted to keep him away from Madara.
そんなの嘘に決まってるだろう。俺は何度も殺されかけた。イタチが本気ならそうなっていたろう。お前は嘘をついている。キュービに里を襲わせたのはマダラ。お前の仕業だとイタチは言った。
This still doesn't really explain how he got caught up with Madara and the Akatsuki.
イタチは友を殺し、上司を殺し、恋人を殺し、父を殺し、母を殺した。
His lover. There was no mention of a female. So was the lover, what's that dude? The one that they found dead when the guys confronted him. You guys know who I'm talking about. I can't think of the name.
許せサスケ、また今度にしよう。許せサスケ、また今度だ。許せサスケ、また今度だ。許せサスケ、これで最後だ。これより我ら正体は名を鷹と改め行動する。この葉を潰す。
Let's try to. There's a lot of info in that. Let's try to break it all down. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the content, please consider heading on over to my Patreon page and becoming a patron. Not only will you be helping to support the channel, you'll also gain access to exclusive content and benefits such as early access to my videos, full reactions, and my Patreon Discord. So, if you're so inclined, head on over to my Patreon page, the link is down below in the pinned comment, and become a patron. So, there is a lot to unpack there. One, what the Akatsuki is for Madara. The reason he wants to upend the system of not clans, but the system of nations and the system of villages, because he sees that as what destroyed his clan. He's a pragmatic character. He is a clan-driven character, a battle-driven character. So not only is he trying to incite a war, which is something that is up his alley, he is also trying to upend what he sees as a threat to his clan. Clans in general, but his in particular. Because if the nation and the villages system did not exist, then the Uchiha would be one of this, would still be fighting with the Senju, would still be, or have overtaken the Senju by now. As he said, back during those times, it was more clan-based. You still had clans in the nations and the villages, but it was more clan-based in that there was no overarching thing. A clan was its own thing, and they all just kind of operated independently of each other, which would create fierce rivalry and competition. So that's his goal with the Akatsuki. It still begs the question of how he got others to sign on to this group. The Nagato/Pain makes sense, given what he saw with the Third Great War. How Itachi and he got kind of caught up with each other. How did Itachi figure out that he was alive? How and why the Akatsuki? But then again, maybe that was just an extension of it. He was a plant for the Uchiha, and then to solidify what he had done, or what he was putting the full brunt of on himself, to join the Akatsuki to even further that illusion. It brings into question now the Hidden Leaf, their dealings, what they do, what is the truth here. Sasuke believed an illusion that Itachi was putting forth. A lot of people believed the illusion that Itachi was putting forth, and they believe the illusion that the Hidden Leaf is putting forth as well. But then again, is Sasuke now believing the illusion that Madara may be putting forth? Who is telling the truth? And in this gray area, is that the point? That no one is good. Madara is unreliable and untrustworthy. Equally so, the Hidden Leaf are unreliable and untrustworthy. Having to reconcile things about his brother, and then the recurring cycle of, I'm sorry Sasuke, maybe another time. I'm sorry Sasuke, maybe another time. Because he was always focused on his mission. He was focused on protecting the village. He was focused on protecting his brother. To then finally come to, I'm sorry Sasuke, but this is it. I couldn't spend time with you because everything was for you. And now I will no longer be able to ever see you again because it's all for you. Having to have reconciled who his brother truly was. His target is the Hidden Leaf because they took his brother away from him. For years, they took his brother away from him. And yes, granted, it was Itachi's decision to do so. However, the biggest example of his love for his brother is the fact that he was commanded to kill everyone, and he could not kill his brother. Kill my father, kill my mother, kill my lover, which apparently Itachi is gay. I would assume, like I said, that's the only thing. But the ones that they always focused on was the father, the mother, and this other Uchiha member who I believe that he said was a mentor and also one of his best friends. And that was how he got the Mangekyo in the first place. And now Sasuke wants revenge for the life that was taken that he could have had with his older brother. We saw what he was able to do just to kill his brother. What's he gonna try to do to kill a village? And to kill a nation? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there. My short films, reactions, reviews, video essays, my Graves plays, all that good stuff that's on there, and much, much more to come. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.